Hi guys, in this video you will see how the cast of the Family Matters TV series from 1989 to 1998 changed. You will know their real names and age, and today let's see what all of the Family Matters stars look like now versus when they were on the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Number 1. Reginald Val Johnson as Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow is a short-tempered person, but still has a kind and humble nature. Carl is constantly annoyed, irritated, and always being bothered by his pesky neighbor, Steve Urkel, who has great respect for Carl and affectionately calls him Big Guy. Fitting into the cop stereotype, he has an avid love for donuts and other junk food. Carl Winslow was played by Reginald Val Johnson when he was 37 years old, and now he is 70 years old. Number 2. Jaleel White as Steve Urkel. Steve Urkel is the Winslow's extremely annoying, nerdy, irritating, quintessential, pesky, boisterous, reckless, vain, clumsy, carefree, and mischievous neighbor with large, thick eyeglasses, high Waldo pants held up by suspenders, a high-pitched nasal-tone voice, and a snoring laugh. Steve is generally portrayed as an odd and dorky but kind-hearted and good-natured character. While highly intelligent, he is also quite accident-prone and socially awkward. As a nerd, he gradually grows to become an inventor, and soon his ill-conceived inventions form a large bulk of the accidents which he does to the Winslow house, causing Carl to yell at him. Steve Urkel was played by Jaleel White when he was 13 years old, and now he is 45 years old. Number 3. Kelly Shannon Williams as Laura Winslow. In school, Laura Winslow was essentially the ideal girl, beautiful, popular, and received very good grades. Laura was very independent and focused on her education and was even distraught when her straight A streak was broken by a mere B+. Laura began as quite vain, often in pursuit of popular good-looking boys, being dismissive towards Steve, and showing little respect for her academically challenged older brother. She was not always a good judge of character, as a majority of her would-be boyfriends were antagonists in their appearances. Laura Winslow was played by Kelly Shannon Williams when she was 13 years old, and now she is 46 years old. Number 4. Darius McCrary. Number 4. Darius McCrary as Eddie Winslow. Edward James Arthur Winslow had mediocre grades and irresponsible behavior and is always pursuing beautiful girls. Being a rebel and hedonist, his viewpoint of adulthood is very childish, believing that all adults are free from rules, authority, and punishment. In the first season, he appeared good-intentioned and responsible, despite being academically challenged. As the series progressed, Eddie gradually became more rebellious, making many poor choices that landed him in trouble. Eddie Winslow was played by Darius McCrary when he was 13 years old, and now he is 46 years old. Number 5. Jo Mary Payton as Harriet Winslow. Harriet Winslow is a very conservative and strong-willed woman. She holds her role in society as a mother and working woman with high regard. Harriet is very reluctant to tell people what they want to hear, as she is very frank and upfront about her feelings. As the voice of reason, she is quite competent and mediating conflicts in her family, often pointing out faults to everyone, but this also makes her very reluctant to take sides. Harriet Winslow was played by Jo Mary Payton when she was 39 years old, and now she is 72 years old. Number 6. Rosetta Renoir as Estelle Mother Winslow. Estelle Mother Winslow is a very wise woman and always very defensive of her grandchildren. Estelle is streetwise and keeps up to date with the latest pop culture and trends, much to the surprise of her family. Estelle Mother Winslow was played by Rosetta Lenoir when she was 78 years old. Sadly, on March 17, 2002, Renoir died at Holy Name Hospital in Teaneck, New Jersey of complications from diabetes. She was 90 years old at the time of her death. Number 7. Brighton James as Richie Crawford. Richie Crawford is a typical mischievous child and even idolizes Steve. In fact, due to the nerd's constant visits and unrelenting crush on Laura, Richie calls him Uncle Steve. He was the only son of Robert and Rachel Crawford. Robert died before Richie was born, which in part prompts Rachel's move into the Winslow household. Richie Crawford was played by Brighton James when he was 4 years old, and now he is 36 years old. Number 9. Sean Harrison as Waldo Gerardo Faldo. Waldo's most famous trait was his dim-wittedness and his uncanny ability to misinterpret a simple question, comment, or directive. While Steve was the resident nerd, Waldo was the resident idiot. Waldo eventually reaches a point in his lack of intelligence where he even manages to annoy Steve. Waldo Gerardo Faldo was played by Sean Harrison when he was 17 years old and is now 48 years old. Number 9. Jamie Foxworth as Judy Winslow. Judy Winslow had a strong relationship with her older sister, Laura, though sometimes she is much closer to Eddie due to his laid-back, rebellious nature when he was younger. During her years in the series, Judy attended an unnamed elementary school and an unnamed junior high school. Judy Winslow was played by Jamie Foxworth when she was 10 years old, and now she is 42 years old. Number 10. Thelma Hopkins as Rachel Crawford. Rachel Crawford was Harriet's attractive and widowed younger sister. A budding singer, she is also a writer and entrepreneur, opening Rachel's Place, a similar hamburger joint that Urkel has accidentally burnt down while working there. Rachel Crawford was played by Thelma Hopkins when she was 41 years old, and now she is 74 years old. Number 11. Jerry Johnson as Maxine Johnson. Maxine has been attracted to many handsome boys and dated several boyfriends throughout the course of the series, both seen and unseen. However, Maxine's judge of character regarding boys is arguably as inept as Laura's, as she has similarly dated many selfish and unfaithful boyfriends and even shared some of the antagonistic suitors as Laura. Maxine Johnson was played by Jerry Johnson when she was 15 years old, and now she is 46 years old. Number 12. Michelle Thomas as Myra Monkhouse. Myra Monkhouse is an attractive girl who is attracted to nerdy boys and polka music. She has a very perky and persistent personality. Steve is also attracted to Myra, but he never grew to love her over the course of the show. Myra Monkhouse was played by Michelle Thomas when she was 25 years old. Sadly, on December 23rd, at age 30, Thomas died from rare cancer in New York City at Manhattan's Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Number 13. Orlando Brown as 3J. 3J's streetwise, smart-mouthed demeanor is a cover for his loneliness and desire to have a stable, permanent family. His birth mother had given him up for adoption shortly after he was born and frequently moved around. 3J was played by Orlando Brown when he was 12 years old, and now he is 34 years old. We really love the cast of the Family Matters TV series. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.